Hello, I'm still on holiday and I take you through one of my junk journals. I made this junk journal at a workshop from France Papillon. It's a journal with old papers and different kind of papers, and I use them mostly with stamps from Lost Ghost, but sometimes also Unity stamps. Not all pages are ready yet. It's an old book page. I still haven't thought about what I'm doing there. This one I have. There's some cheesecloth underneath. This is a stamp from Lost Ghost. I often use the quotes from, let me see, this one from Ideology from Tim Holtz. I love them. They're nice and small for in your small cards or art journals. This is a stamp from Lost Coast, and also here on the background. I used a lot of little tags on here with some structure on it, and some Linseed spray, so there's a little shimmer in there with some gesso and things like that. This is just a card I found and a sticker, and this is the paper which is in it. For most of these pages there are videos. You have to scroll back a lot because they're kind of old videos. But like this one I haven't, because it's not really... It's a nice page in the overall booklet of a journal, but it's not really a very creative process. But it's nice in the overall journal to have pages like that in between. This one is in. I do have a video from. This stamp is also from Lost Coast, and on the background the structure is modeling paste. In a stencil from Hobby Shop Sandra. This one is a stamp from Lost Ghost. I used some washi tape, some matte washi tape. These pencils are a stamp from Lost Ghost. And this one is from Unity Stamp Company. It's designed by Jolanda van Oosterhout and Marleen van Merendonk. On the background here you see washi tape. These stamps are also from Lost Coast, and the black spatters, they are stamps. Those are from Jolanda and Marleen. And this one I used gesso on the back, quite a heavy layer, and then I wrote in it. You can see that, and then I sprayed it with Linseed sprays. So there is still a little shimmer over it, and you see the text from the book pages underneath, so it has quite some layers. Because it's difficult to stamp directly on the page, because it's wobbly, because it's not really a flat journal, I stamp on tissue paper. And I was just looking, I don't see, oh yeah, I'll show you. I stamp on tissue paper, like this is tissue paper I made, and this is thinner, and then I just cut the image out, and then I stick them in my journal with some gel medium. These are stamps from Lost Coast. I did it on tissue paper as well, but this tissue paper was already blue, and so you see like blue patches. You can better do it on just white tissue paper, because then you don't see the edges. Like here you see nowhere the edges of the tissue paper, and that's what you probably want. This is a stamp from Lost Coast with some fabric underneath. I love this stamp. It's you can't, I mean, making a card from this and sending this to somebody on on their birthday, you have to be a very good friend. But if you use it in your art journal, it's a really nice stamp. Here again, it's just a card I had, some washi tape. The quote, "I am who I am," is from Jolanda and Marleen from Unity Stamp Company. This one I have a video of. It's a stamp from Jolanda and Marleen. And this is some cotton and some threads, so you can see. And this one was an assignment for something. You had to interpret the card you had, and I had this card, and with some watercolors, I made this from it. Just a little bit of an impression of what I've seen there. This is quite a simple page. I put some baking paper in between because they stick together because of the modeling paste and some ink what's on there. They kept sticking together, so I put some paper in between and everything is okay. This one I like a lot. On the background you see some washi tape, and all the stamps like this one and this one are from Lost Coast. I love the hinge things and things like that. And some bronze embellishments I had. Some cheesecloth underneath here. And then you have a page. This is my travel page. I love tickets, I love vintage. I love to combine vintage with tickets. And some washi tape and things like that. And you get a nice theme, like it's, I don't know, if you come back from holiday and find all the postal things on the floor, like you're happy that maybe something is in there. That feeling I get with this page. And this one I wanted to combine the page itself was like this. On the background you see that it was kind of I don't know, kind of a page about greeneries, and I wanted to still see them, so I created a background where this is in color the same, and I used a stamp from Lost Coast design on a tissue paper, and I put them stuck it on the page. So, and I put some white scribble with how do you call it, Sharpies, yeah, on there. Well, the background as well, I didn't want to lose this. I really liked it. This was all black and white, but I had everything in black and white, and I thought, ooh, that's really boring. So I did some colored details, just with some distress ink on my craft sheet with a little water. I just could put a little bit of color in it. This stamp is from Lost Coast Design, and also the squirrels on the sides are from Lost Coast. These are two stamps from Lost Coast. These stamps are stamped on the page. It was quite difficult, so you have to really be careful when you do this. I had a big feather and a little feather, and I just colored it with some grays and some whites and blacks, so you see some contrast. This one, I had a silk blouse, which was had a hole in it, but I love the fabric. This is the silk fabric, and I used a piece of it to stick on the background, and I used some acrylic ink, the silver one and the blue one, to give it some color. And you still see the book page underneath the text, and the square things you see here. They are a stamp from Lost Coast. Well, this page I prepared it, but I haven't finished it, so this one needs to be finished. This one I did finish. I have a video from this one because it has a lot of technique. It has crackle, but not the crackle paint or whatever. It's wood crackle. It's a layer in between two layers of paint, and I used that one, and I loved it because I have different colors underneath, like green and pink, and just white on top. This stamp is from Lost Coast, and this die I use some rust paste from Prima Marketing, and this die is from Seth Epner. Sometimes names are difficult. Again, my love for skulls and bones and skeletons, and I really love this page. It's this is the stamp with the two dancing together. So I made one here and one there, which is quite difficult to stamp. As you see, the paper is not flat, and this is special paper, and I put some tissue. First I stamped the stamp on tissue paper, and then I glued it on this special thread kind of paper. And I love the transparency because you still see this one, and if you do this, you still see that one. So I love that. This was my experiment with crackle paste. I used a lot of crackle paste. And this is a stamp from Lost Ghost, some cheesecloth underneath, and this page I made recently, and I used some tissue paper I made on the background, some gold, well, just quite simple, some thread and some paper dolls. And this was underneath because I glued the thread, but I didn't want to get the pages stuck, so I put some in between. Well, if you see the rest of my art journal, there are just old pages. These pages are all the same pages as you see in the beginning, but you don't see anything about the pages anymore. So it's really a junk journal with kind of different kind of papers they're in, like this one. And I try to use all the papers I found and do different things with it, and let you inspire by the page itself and the structure and the oldness of it. It's really fun to do. Just all the different things you can see. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not my idea about this booklet. The booklet is from a workshop from France Papillon, but all the pages I made myself, and all the designs on the papers, because all the papers I got from France Papillon, and they're all French papers. It's really nice. And I hope you enjoyed it, and give me some thumbs up if you like it. If you have, leave some comments if you want. I try to answer them, probably at the end of August, because I'm still on holiday. And I hope you enjoy your holiday, and I'll see you and hear from you soon. Okay, goodbye.